welcome back to the 215. I'm just climbing the walls like usual.
Mike, what in the world do you got going on? We are having way too much fun here at the Museum of Illusions in Old City.
I'm a little dizzy.
Me too, right? Well, there's a ton of cool illusion artwork on the wall, but we actually caught up with a different kind of artist, right?
Yeah, this guy thinks big, paints big, and I mean really big.
And sometimes people are like, oh, what were you thinking when you painted that? And I was like, absolutely nothing. That's the beauty of it. And especially with like abstract paintings, I just start with the base color. And some of these paintings can take forever. I kind of call my work graphstract because it embodies like my life experiences of everything that I've done artistically. I use the graffiti, the anime, and then of course all of like my academic training, and I kind of just fused it into one.
Real quick, brief history, man, of your run through this art game.
I come from a family of artists, both on my mother's side, my father's side. Even in summer camp, I had to do sculpting, I had to do, painting, we had to, do, various different genres of art. For like many years, I kind of just stopped doing, I guess, traditional art in a sense, and just fell in love with graffiti. And I was just like a notorious graffiti writer. That's all I wanted to do was just like write graffiti, go bombing, go bombing, go bombing. And that's really where Saga kind of developed its name, or I developed my name as Saga. Some people can paint exactly what they see. And that's really not one of my gifts. So I kind of just internalized and was like, just do you, do what you know or you want to do, or just whatever pours out of you.
Your baby.
Yeah.
Talk to us about your baby.
This is my baby. So this painting was actually created in, I guess, like the beginnings of the pandemic.
The size and the scale of your work, like you said, it's not, just a small piece or a piece that you can hang on the wall.
I want to have an experience with my artwork. And even when I was working with tiny rooms, so I was like, I'm gonna start working actually in 3D, like building these structures that you can just not just look at it from a 2-point perspective, but you have to walk around it. And these things are huge. So they're like taller, tall as you, some are taller, so it's kind of like they're existing as well. You're like, yo, let me like walk around this thing like, oh, look at this over here. So you can see like their face continue from here to here. And then just putting like, mixed media. The bigger it is, it's almost easier for me to paint because I have so much more room. Some people can really just do like small detailed things, but for me, like the bigger the canvas is, then I can actually even become more detailed in my work.
I think that comes from your graffiti background?
Yeah.
Just having huge walls
Just
that
having,
you like.
Exactly. Yeah, let me just try to fill up as much space as possible. Being an artist, you look at it like, well, I want my stuff to go somewhere, in some guy's like condo and he's got all this space, so I can easily fill his space because, I want to get paid also. Like, yeah,
so
like,
pay bigger.
Oh, yeah, bigger.
So pay
So
bigger.
that means bigger money, so. The art is made for the world. It's for other people to view. You have to have the artist and you have to have the person who appreciates artwork. It's like a symbiotic relationship.
I do want one of his pieces, but I'll have to move to a bigger home.
Yeah, I don't think your apartment is big enough to fit one of those in.
No.
By the way, we'll have more 215 coming up right after the break.